Calling all life hackers. Whoop, whoop. Calling all life hackers. Woo. I'm just playing, guys. Hey, what's up? It's me again. It's Max, your #1 extra viral life hacker, here with more tips on how to maximize your life. Do your clothes keep sliding off your plastic hangers? Keep them on the rack and off the floor with a few rubber bands. By wrapping them around the hanger's outer points, you can give the smooth surface just enough added friction to keep your clothes hanging out instead of falling down. Can't get that pesky pickle jar open? Create an instant no-slip grip with a rubber band. Wrapping it around the lip of the lid should give you just the edge you need to pop the top. Unless you're a huge wuss. Are you feeling like a huge wuss after a recent humiliating confrontation with a pickle jar? You can do some simple hand, wrist, and arm exercises using rubber bands. Maybe after a few days or weeks or months, you'll be less of a pathetic, disappointing maggot of a man who should be ashamed of himself. Are you coming to terms with the reality that, even after weeks of training, you are still unable to open the pickle jar, and therefore your worst fears about your innate inadequacy have been hideously confirmed? Does the mere sight of the jar fill you with a swirling, panicked shame, where your blood seems to boil and your spine turns to ice? Even when the jar is not in sight, do you find yourself fixating on it as a metaphor for every failure in your meaningless, meandering, and profoundly disappointing life? Distract yourself from the ongoing torment and inflict some well-deserved pain with rubber bands. Simply snap the bands against tender, nerve-rich areas on your body whenever the accursed pickle jar enters your awareness, creating a Pavlovian association in your mind between thinking about the pickle jar and pain. With this careful, systematic self-traumatization, your brain will naturally repress your awareness of the pickle jar in an attempt to cope with the physical suffering you inflict upon yourself. Are you experiencing a haunting sense of déjà vu wherever you go? Does it seem like you have a phantom limb that was amputated but continues to itch in some dark, deep buried fraction of your subconscious? Do you feel as though there is something that was once very important to you, perhaps the most important thing, but it has been hidden behind a curtain in your mind, invisible but not harmless, like a ghost or a tumor? When you try to focus on or think of the is it confusing and painful for you? Does the torment you with its unnameable inscrutability, its blank importance, and because of your silence the keening terror in your shattered ego with rubber bands. By securing just the right number of rubber bands around your neck, you can restrict the blood flow to your brain just enough to enter a semi-catatonic delirium that is close to, but not quite, death. Starved for oxygen but not suffocated, you can wander through your life in a lobotomized kind of bliss, focusing on breathing and tasks that involve basic motor functions instead of the torments of a mind burdened with awareness.
That's it for this time. Life Hacks with Max. If you want to help, I think these tips will help people you know. Share this video so they can maximize their lives. What is that?